Hummus.
And hummus.
We're going to make hummus?
You are going to make hummus.
Oh, okay.
Hummus is usually made with chickpeas, the bonzo peas, olive oil, garlic, my special ancient Mediterranean seasoning, which is 12 biblical spices and herbs.
You mix this yourself?
Yes, I do. And then it's sea salt.
Jesus, Zacki.
Yeah, so it's the disciples and Jesus in here.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is my special blend. I'm going to put some olive oil with the za'atar. This is first press. See how gorgeous this is? It's very opaque. We're going to add today something called za'atar. Za'atar is a special ancient spice. And then you're going to paint.
Painting? Each one?
Paint.
Individually?
Yes. We're going to be coated very well. Now, have you ever heard of za'atar?
No.
It's a very popular Israeli mixture, and you can get it in most. You can get it in Indian stores. You can get it in Israeli stores. It's very tasty. Now, Bishop Curry, when you do something like a hummus, it's forgiving. It's kind of like making a soup. You're not making that something that's chemically has to be absolutely 100% correct. So, with something like hummus, you can improvise a bit. So we may improvise a little today and add some other ingredients. Our basic recipe is going to be our chickpeas. And we want some of the liquid in it. Bonzos. And bonzos are great in salads.
Oh yeah. Good for you, dude.
Yes. So we're going to pour some of this in here. You're going to do the next one. It says about 1.5 teaspoons of ancient Mediterranean seasoning. So because I've done this a few times, I'm just going to eyeball this. Okay. And then what is the next?
Tahini?
Yes. You know what tahini is?
Sesame paste.
Sesame paste.
The reason I know that is because what it says here.
Exactly. And how many teaspoons?
1/3 cup.
Oh, 1/3 cup. Okay, I'm eyeballing this again too. That's about 1/3 of a cup. Okay. And then what else?
And then 6 tablespoons of lemon juice.
This is 6 tablespoons of lemon juice already measured. And
8 tablespoons water or chickpea liquid.
Already have the liquid in there. So we're putting 4 into here.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
wow.
If you're going to kiss somebody afterwards, you want to be real.
Just make sure they've had it too.
And then what does it say next?
Oh, what's next? Cumin.
Cumin.
Then olive oil.
Okay, how much cumin?
1 teaspoon.
Okay. It's 1 teaspoon. You know, more than just Southerners learn how to just kind of eyeball it.
Yeah.
In Italy, no one I hear has measuring cups or spoons. That everything is just, they don't use measuring spoons.
Yeah.
And what's next?
1/3 cup olive oil.
Okay, what we're going to do is you're going to add the olive oil as I am pulsing this. Oops.
Is it from your garden?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I have a little Jesus herb garden. Okay. Now your opinion is important.
My opinion?
It's very important. So I want you to taste a little bit of this.
Just.
Right there.
Oh my God.
Isn't that pretty darn good?
Yeah, darn good. I'll only kiss people with had garlic today. So.
But this is so healthy for you. And you can put it onto vegetables, you can put it onto cauliflower, onto broccoli. The next thing we're going to do is our chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
Yes.
Now you tell me Jesus ate buffalo chicken wings?
I don't think he had buffalo chicken wings.
Oh, it's just chicken wings.
But I noted when you were having lunch at St. Matthew's,
I love chicken
you had two things on your plate. You had some of my Jesus food, and you had a bunch of chicken bones.
Yeah.
And your wings. And I didn't know this. Now,
I love chicken wings.
No, you need to validate the story. I heard a rumor that maybe your wife didn't like you to eat a whole lot of them.
She doesn't.
Okay. Well, there's.
It's usually more the pork.
Oh, the pork.
The pork. Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken wings, she doesn't really fuss about it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I understand that when you go to have lunch at St. Matthew's, that someone always makes you extra chicken wings.
They do. They know I love them.
So, Karen, if you could bring the chicken wings over here, please.
So these would be chicken wings the way Jesus liked them.
This is chicken wings the way Jesus
Maybe.
liked them.
If you'd had them, he was right.
If you had them. These are drumettes and they're wings. And what I've done is gone ahead and just cook them a little bit with an olive oil and some of my ancient Mediterranean seasoning. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put into the Cuisinart and barbecue sauce. And the main component is our molasses, our pomegranate molasses. And this, by the way, goes terrifically on things like St. Peter's fish. And you said you've had St. Peter's fish.
I had it.
What do you think it really is?
I just remember it was meaty.
It's tilapia.
That was tilapia?
That was tilapia. St. Peter's fish is tilapia.
Okay.
And the little fish in the nets,
Yeah.
you know what that is? Sardines.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Okay.
And you, I think, would really appreciate sometime doing a little sardine fry.
This fried, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, so into our food processor, we're going to add half an onion. I want you to chop this up first, but I don't want you to cut your fingers.
Okay.
So we're going to go along here. It's a rough chop because it's going to go in the blender. And then I want you to take your fingers like a claw, and you're going to go like this. You're going to very carefully cut down. So I need that whole onion chop, but it doesn't have to be chopped beautifully.
Doesn't have to be beautiful. Just
No, it
chop.
doesn't have to be beautiful. Like a sawing motion.
Now you want me to chop it or just?
I think that's a fine chop there. And just kind of chop these up here. Oh, do you know how to smash garlic?
Not really.
You're going to love this.
Oh, it is wet. Oh. Kind of like smashing a tin can.
Yeah.
Just kind of crush it.
Get all your aggravations out.
This
Okay,
is
just
something
go.
all little boys could do.
Yes. Little girls too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take this over to Cuisinart. Then we're going to add a half a cup of pomegranate molasses. Come over here. Bishop Curry, you're going to come put the balsamic vinegar in here.
There.
See the balsamic vinegar over there?
Pour it in.
Pour that in.
All of it?
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to add this brown sugar in here. Now we got to cheat a little tiny bit to use some modern things now because we don't have, they didn't have sugars in them. So I'm just adding some more modern, Okay, let's look at what else we might need. Anything? Raisins, 2 tablespoons of raisins. This will be that. going to put a little pepper in here. Now, how do you like your wings usually?
What's the scale? You mean hot? Or
Yeah.
Well, I love hot.
Okay. They didn't have, by the way, in those days, they did not have pepper. I mean, they did not have red pepper. They had black pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, and they didn't have potatoes. They didn't have tomatoes. They didn't have avocado. They didn't have barbecue.
Didn't have tomatoes?
Nope, not in the old trading days. You're going to come over here and you're going to dippy-do these.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
All right. So what you're going to do is dippy-do.
Oh.
Like that. Okay?
Dippy-do.
Dippy-do. And this is going to be a little bit more sour than usual because we have balsamic vinegar and the sweet and sourness of the pomegranate molasses.
Oh, but they're chicken wings.
They're chicken wings. They're going to be okay.
And they'll be okay any way you do it. Oh, yeah.
And back in the days of Jesus, they had other kind of fowl. They had dove. They would have had pigeon. They would have had probably seagulls.
Would they be eating the pigeon?
I would think so. But thou shalt not eat of the screeching owl
I'm going.
or the winged bat.
I don't blame them on that either.
The thing about pork barbecue, I don't know.
They just didn't know. They hadn't had North Carolina pigs.
That's
They had. Jesus and Moses had them. They loved them.
Okay, so the fun part of this is going to be a little bit messy, but it will still be good. So this is going to go into the oven, please, sir.
In the oven? Doesn't matter. Are both of them on?
On the right on the bottom will be good. Yes, sir. Or top. Bishop Curry on the top.
On the top?
Yeah, hang on. Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Good.
Good room.
Right.
Plenty good room.
Hot stuff. Okay, yeah, they're nice and toasted. They're little ones. Oh, here's what you're going to do. These are my father's medical forceps. Daddy gave me one pair and Karen one pair many years ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, and you can grab hold of anything and you won't let go.
Yeah.
It's great for hygiene. But, I mean, look at this thing.
Well, they are.
They're about 30 years old, and I absolutely love them.
And they'll clamp. They'll lock.
They'll clamp. Yeah. So what you're going to do is, because it's a little bit hot, well, it's not that bad. You're just going to make a pretty arrangement of stuff. You can use these if you like.
Now, the artistic is not one of my spiritual gifts.
Why not?
I'm in touch with it. I'm okay. I've made peace with it.
Well, God gave me the blessing of being an artist.
It is a gift.
It is a
really
gift
is.
of learning to make things look attractive, appealing, and the yum effect. The yum effect is very, very important. So what we're adding, Mr. Curry, is we're adding some dippers, as I call them. They're going to be radishes and they're going to be cucumbers, and both of them existed in the Bible. And both of them are very low in calories.
You know, it's interesting because today, I know last time I was in Israel, Palestine, yeah, breakfast every day was cucumber, tomato, and an egg.
Okay.
And bread or something.
Oh, bread, always.
Yeah, bread. Bread was
always.
every day.
That's the step.
A lot of cucumbers.
A lot of cucumbers.
Yeah.
And now, this is out of my garden. This is scallion.
Oh, is it pretty great?
Yes. I'm going to place this around. And then this is kind of a cross between a honeydew melon and a cantaloupe.
Oh.
And if you serve this at the end of your dinner, you really wouldn't need, I mean, it's very satisfying. Now here is what I call my Jesus bread.
What?
Jesus bread.
Jesus bread.
bread is made out of ground up walnuts and grapes and flour. In this case, I do use some brown sugar, and it has some spices in it, but it is absolutely delicious and it's very dense. Good job. Now, for my garden too,
Really incredible garden.
Well, I don't have a very pretty garden in the wintertime, let me tell you. So what would be very dark green ordinarily, this is mint. And as a little girl growing up in Chapel Hill, my first job I ever had was selling mint at Donald's food store. And I was about 6. And I sold it for 5 cents a bunch every week. And I made a lot of money from my piggy bank. That was money back in those old days. So I'm going to have you help me decorate a little bit if you would, please. I'll give you some mint.
I'm decorating. So
You're decorating.
Just put it places.
Just make it look pretty. Fill in the spaces.
Pretty, look pretty.
Okay, look pretty. You're good at this.
You're so kind. You're so kind.
I think we could. I think it might be kind of fun to go out and really grill with you. I guess you could fry up some sardines. What do you think?
Oh, fried anything, I bet.
So the only thing we're really lacking here is going to be our wings, and then that's going to be it. We can sit down and have some. A glass of wine.
Glass of wine and something
Wonderful. Blessings to you.
And to you, Zacki, and thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Wow.
You really picked up. I mean, you were an excellent. I have never taught a preacher before. So
Really?
So this is an honor.
Oh,
And
it's an honor
I
to
think
be
we
with
should
you.
continue. We could, so many things we could
We
do.
could go on the road.
We could go on the road with this. Move over Emerald.
I could show them the wrong way to cut a pomegranate.
And the right way.
I could demonstrate the wrong way, and you could do it.
And you can fry those little sardines, and we could grill a little lamb.
My daddy used to eat sardines in the can with the
Yeah.
We
Me too.
We were grossed out as kids, but
I think
sardines
you like
on
the
the
fried.
cracker. Fried anything.
Fried anything is really good.
You fried. I already.
Okay, so here are your ribs. Not ribs, excuse me,
wings.
your wings.
Biblical ribs.
Biblical ribs. Here are your wingettes and your drumettes. So I'm curious what you think about, because this is pomegranate molasses barbecue. It doesn't have heat to it. It's got sweet and tart.
But it sure has flavor.
Layers of flavor.
This is really good.
And
I'm not a molasses person. No,
but it's not really molasses.
No, it's not.
No, it's not molasses as we know it. It is just cooked and cooked and cooked down. Pomegranate from this fruit here. There's a grape molasses and there's a date molasses. And balsamic vinegar is a wonderful binder for this. And so
our worker does this on TV. He gets paid for this. It's not bad. He hasn't met you. He do it for free.
Now I want you to dippy-doo into the hummus that you made.
Dippy-doo.
Dippy-doo. Dip.
Oh, I mean the wing.
No. Whatever you like. Okay. And that was the hummus that you made.
That's the hummus.
Yeah, this is just basic hummus.
So you all want this recipe?
You could make just an easy meal out of this.
I got the toughest job.
You got the toughest job in the world. You got a job saving.
This is why I love my job.